a kid growing up, they say some things that glitter is not gold. You know what I mean? So what looks nice, the life of somebody living a life that's attractive and look real good, you need to look under the curtain. You know what I'm saying? What up, everybody? How is all doing? Hope all is well. And if not, we'll get back on track sooner or later. It's like an idea thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got the question. How come there's always a downfall, yo? You rarely see stars, people that project to the highest level, stay on top. Some do though. Denzel stayed on forever. You know? There's a few artists that stays on forever. But a lot of people fall. Especially when you look at hip hop and the rap world. A lot of people make it to the highest level and then they fall. How come? Is it a setup? Is it the game that they're playing? Or is it the business that they're into? The contracts that they're signed. You hear about contracts signed in blood. You hear about all these different rituals you gotta go through. But is it there a limit in these contracts that these people sign? Because it either ends in tragedy or you're locked up in jail forever. You know? Because even when I'm starting to think about it, because I'm looking at these YouTube guys, like, you're hot in your city and you're spitting bars and you're blowing up. But at the same time, you're doing stuff on the street and you're doing crime. And nowadays, you talk about what you're doing, right? In the rhyme, and you see guys getting locked up from their bars because things getting matched up to the reality of the situation. You know what I'm saying? So I seen guys getting life and they popping, but didn't get to a level. Popping. Like you're on your way. Even back in the day coming up, guys get taken out. And you wonder, wow, how come? There's always a fall. You know? The game, man, is crazy. Especially the street game is insane. If you look at everything. Now, is it a setup that way though? Is it what you signed up for? Or just that's the outcome of all of them? Of everyone that's in that situation? I'm looking at people that, you know, very successful people. Yep, look from Buju Banton, the Jamaican artist, you know what I mean, it was on top of the game. And his fall came. 10 years in prison. You know? Looking at billionaire, one of the few billionaires that's black in the world, Diddy. His fall pending. He's in the middle of his fall right now. Waiting on sentencing. Successful rapper Dirk. Look at what he's going through. Locked up in jail, his mans and them gone. Now you see Young Thug. He's talking about people snitching and talking, and then we all see the evidence with the phone calls, leaked phone calls, or somebody putting it out. Whatever the case is, y'all seen what's going on. So it's like, there's always a fall, you know? So playing these games, there's always a fall. It's like, some people sign the wrong contracts or something. Because I'm thinking about Julio Folio. He's not even in the game anymore. There's always a fall, it seems like, man. That game is a very dangerous game. And what is that? It seems like fame. Not even fame, but the fortune side. Because there's fame, there's fortune. Some can get fame without fortune. Some can get fortune without the fame. I'd rather get the money without the fame, you know? But, so, does it boil down to the age-old question? Is money the root of all evil? You know? Because the saying, fool is for the love of money. What would you do? You know what I'm saying? That would be the main question then. Because if you're going to lose your morals, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to sell your soul, if you're going to do things that's not right, and you consciously do things that's not right, your hope the money pays off, right? You hope it's worth it. In case you assume they think it's worth it because you go ahead and sign these deals and do these contracts. But then there's always a fall. You see what happens to people over the years, all throughout the years. Goes even back to the 70s, where tragedy happens, you know? And as regular people, we say, oh my God, that happened. But then when in retrospect, look deep into things, and you see that strings were pulled for things that happen, you know? So there's always a fall. As a kid growing up, they say some things that glitter is not good. You know what I mean? So what looks nice, the life of somebody living a life that's attractive and look real good, you look under the curtain, you know what I'm saying? You try to mimic and imitate, and you might get yourself caught up in situations. You know? Oh man. So that's like, if you believe in karma or understand karma, then, you know what I'm saying? What's the reason for the fall? Is it the choices, activities? You know what I'm saying? But there's always a fall, man. Not too much people making it stay long. You know? I'm just saying though, just the vibration, yo. I will catch y'all on the next one. CLP. All love. Johnny style.